What is up, guys? Beancrew49 here. We are back on the Desolation map, and it is Monday, and you know what that means. We're going to do a creative question of the week, but before we get to that, I want to show you the newest member of the Mall Shop Club. Ta-da! Kayks! I would like to thank Lady Darkrain, the lady, for her magnificent work on this beautiful cake shop. You might remember Lady's last build, the lady fingers over to the right. Let's see it right there, the lady fingers. Now she's on to cakes, and you know, before she did a hair salon, now she's doing a cake shop, and I want to show it to you today because we got it done pretty much. She has finished her cake shop, and so we're gonna take a little tour in here. This is a place where you're gonna go and buy like a birthday cake or a wedding cake. You might do a high-end specialty thing where you want them to write something on the cake, or who knows? This is not the type of place where you come and sit down and eat the cake. This is where you buy the designer cakes. And so they got a little back area where they keep all the cakes. As far as Desolation gameplay goes, you're going to have a lot of food if you come in here. Look at all these cakes. I don't know. Would a cake go rotten in 30 days? Probably. You know? Would you still eat it? Yes. Yes, you would. If you're starving and you found a cake, I would eat it. Heck yeah. Why not? So yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. A lot of style in here, a lot of panache, pizzazz. You don't see too many high-end cake shops, but when you do, you always buy a cake, I guess. I don't know. So thank you, Lady Darkrain, for your magnificent work. We got a cake, and that is, guys, that's the last one. There's no more space for shops. We did it. We done did it. Now it's just a matter of interiorizing the department stores. And that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on some Macy's interiors for you guys. If you remember the last creative question of the week video, I think I worked on some of the shoe section, I believe. I don't know. I can't keep track of time anymore. So, yeah, let's get on the juice so you can see what's going on here. I did work a little bit on this off camera for you guys. So we're going to take a look at what we got done, and then we're going to get into some building, some fast-forward building. So you guys remember the shoe section. You remember the perfume section. You remember all the sections, right? I did add some more sections. We'll look at these. Got the perfume section here on the left. Oh, man, I can't tell you enough about interiors and how much work it takes. Oh, man. You know, you see these interiors, you're like, oh, that should probably took a few hours. No, this took days and days of work to get to this point. You know, when you do interior work, a lot of your time is going to be spent in inventories. You know, when you're working on exteriors, you kind of, you know, it's mostly spent block placing. But when you come in here, you know, you need so many different types of racks and different types of clothes and, oh man, you spend a lot of time in your menus, a lot of time in your inventory, and a lot of time just standing there thinking about what to do, just staring at your blank canvas, and you're like, what am I supposed to do now? I've built every type of rack I could think of, and I still have a lot more to go, so, you know, it's slow. I know it's slow, guys, but we're gonna get it done. As you can see there, that's the little boys and little girls section. We're going to finish off this section with some women's clothes, and I think I'm going to do some high-end clothes here. So let's get into the fast-forward creative question of the week time. Guys, remember to leave a creative question of the week in the comment section. Nothing is too outlandish. Nothing is out of bounds. Ask away, guys. You have nothing to lose by asking. Make sure it's creative, though. Spend some time, you know. Don't ask the regular questions. And, you know, I'll answer your question. It's that simple. You get on the thing, and alright. So, let's get to today's question. This one comes to us from Stickflip. Is that like a skateboard move? I don't know. What's a Stickflip? I like it, though. I like it. It's a cool name. And he says, Stickflip says, or asks, what worries you most about the future of humanity, society, and or a certain group? Also, if you had to change the way people live today, what would you change? Oh boy, here we go. I know in the past I've kind of, air quotes here, ranted about things in the past. I'm not a negative person, guys. Quite the opposite. I'm as positive as I could possibly be. And I know I've ranted in the past about things that upset me on this channel. And I think it's important to get that out of my system once in a while, you know. I do feel passionately about things, so that's why I come across as rantish. I'm not a negative person. I just feel very passionately about things, certain things, and the things that I feel negatively about, you know, I talk about sometimes. And I'm sorry, I'm not a negative person. Stop sending me all these negative questions. So today I'm going to do my best to turn this negative question into a positive one. I will answer the question though, okay? So what worries you most about the future of humanity, society, and a certain group? What worries me most? I think, this is a theme throughout my channel, and this is a theme throughout my life. I'm very concerned about the way humans use their brains. The brain, I think, is the most powerful tool that we have, or I don't think it is, obviously the most powerful tool we have. It gets us into space, into the oceans, and it discovers things about our universe and our way of life. And our brain is the only reason for anything, basically. And the brain is like a tool. It can be used for good, and it could be used for ill. And you have control over which one it is. So I think the way we use our brains, especially in the United States, that's kind of a concern for me. And this is what I mean by that. We're brought up to believe, from the very, very first day of your life, you were brought up to believe that your life is going to be about gaining an education in one certain field and then spending 50 or 60 years in that field so that you can afford to buy a house and have a family and retire eventually in the last 10 years of your life. And that is life. That's what life is. 5 days a week, 40 hours a day, I don't know how many, 50 weeks a year, year after year after year, until you're dead. And to me, that is that's a failure. That's a waste. The person who does that to me is a failure. This is my opinion, guys. This is my opinion. I think that's a failure, and I'll tell you why. It's because humans are meant for much more than that. Humans are meant to make art and appreciate art and laugh and joke and spend time doing whatever they want to do. Kind of being an indentured servant so that you can afford your car that takes you to your work every day is it doesn't make sense, So many people work and work and work so they can afford the insurance and the gas and the monthly payments on their car. And 90% of the time spent in the car is going to and from work. So how does that make sense? How does that make sense? Guys, the weekend is not enough time to relax and be a human. So many of us during the week are just zombies going through these motions of school, work, lather, rinse, repeat, lather, rinse, repeat. The weekend comes and we get to do what we want on the weekend. 2 out of 7 days, I guess, is pretty good. But in reality, it's not good. Every single day, you should be happy to be alive. You should be so happy when you wake up that you get to do another day of being on this earth. And you shouldn't, have to wake up in the morning and feel bad about things. Life is a beautiful experience, and every day is a new adventure. And when you kind of get locked into this repetitive, everyday grind, it steals your soul. It takes your soul out of you. And the 10 years of retirement at the end of it is generally not going to be worth it, okay? The best years of your life should not be spent in a cubicle, okay? You should be outdoors, you should be on hikes, you should be in the ocean, Diamond A-Team. You should be having fun doing what you want to do. Now then there's this small little issue of money, and it's been a problem from the beginning. You need the money to do that. So how do you find a common ground? I think the best way to find the common ground here, because you do need to work. We all need to work. We all need to contribute to society. I'm not saying just you should be sitting on your butt, I'm saying you should enjoy yourself. You should find work that is not only challenging to you, but gives you a sense of, not accomplishment, that's not what I mean, a sense of importance. Like you're helping somebody somewhere, you're adding to the world, okay? And whether that's through, tangible things like being a firefighter or a cop, helping the community, or, more intangible things like being a teacher or an artist, inspiring people to become inspired themselves. Either way, I think that's the focus. You shouldn't be focused on making money for other people so that you can have nice things. And I think that stems from, and this is a big problem with society. To get back to this question, this is a big problem in my opinion. People are just obsessed with possessions. Like so much. I don't understand it. They want a car, they want a house, they want a jet ski, you know, whatever they want. They gotta have new clothes, they gotta have new shoes, and the newest cell phone. You don't need all that. In fact, all that stuff is just holding you back. I've had my cell phone for 5 years now, and it's still going, and I love it. I love my cell phone. I don't need the newest cell phone. My cell phone makes and receives phone calls. That's all I need it to do. I don't need to get the newest and greatest thing just to fit in. These possessions are holding you back. That money you spent on an iPhone could be spent on a vacation somewhere, you know? I mean, that $400 could get you on a road trip somewhere that you've never been before. So spend your money, guys, on experiences, not things. Things go away, okay? Your car is going to break down, you're going to sell your car, you're never going to see your car again, you're going to get a car accident, one of those things is going to happen, and the car's gone, and all that money you put into the car basically has evaporated. But if you put that same money into a trip to a new culture that you've never experienced, that could potentially change your life, that experience, those memories, will stay with you forever until you die. And they'll help you change you and help you become a better person. That's what you need to spend money on, guys. You don't need the newest thing. The newest thing is sort of like, it's like a little prison, okay? I actually worked in furniture moving and like house moving for a lot of years. And I could see it. You know, we go to move a person's house, and so many people are slaves to the things they own. You know, when you move houses, you have to move all your stuff with you, and it becomes a burden. All these things are burdens on you. Moving time is so stressful to people because they realize just how many burdens they have attached to them. If you have no attachments or less attachments, then you're more free to do things. So many people own storage units. They have so much stuff that they clearly don't need that they're willing to spend $200-300 a month just to store the stuff that they don't even look at. Does this make any sense to you guys? This is why I'm kind of concerned for the future of humanity a little bit. We are so attached to things, to money. And I don't say money as in like the paper money. I say that money is the ability to buy stuff, to get stuff, to gain stuff. No one wants money. They want to trade that money for stuff. You know what I mean? And I think that's such a bad thing. The Dalai Lama is on the right track. You know, the freedom from want and need is ultimate nirvana, basically. Attaining true transcendence as a human being requires you to get rid of all your baggage. And your baggage is your cell phone and your car and all these things that you don't truly need. Everything you need is inside of you already, and you just have to use your brain to unlock it and realize that. True happiness is already within you, and it's going to take every ounce of your being to detach yourself from the things that society tells you are important. Those are lies, guys. We've been lied to. Our whole lives, we've been lied to. Okay? So keep that in mind. Everything you know is wrong. Keep that in mind. I was trying to be positive. I'm trying to be positive in this question, guys. Thank you, Stickflip, for sending me this question. Thank you guys for watching the channel, for supporting the channel, for listening to me rant, for caring about what I think. Remember, these are only my thoughts and opinions. You can have your own thoughts and opinions. Put in the comments if you have a creative question of the week for me. Please, I love these creative questions. Don't hesitate. Just put one in there. Right now, just put a question. I know you got a question. Something you want to hear me answer. Something you're not sure totally what you think about, and maybe you want to hear another perspective. I'll answer your question, guys. So thank you guys for watching. As always, leave a like, share with your friends, leave a question. Happy Minecrafting. Peace.